Hello! Okay, so to give a little brief update about me, I've been home from semester at sea, spring 2020, for about a month. The voyage ended abruptly because of coronavirus on March 14th. We all got kicked off the ship in Cape Town, South Africa. My friend Eleanor and I, we stayed on in Cape Town until the 26th, until the last possible day before South Africa closed their borders. So it's now beginning of May and I've been in quarantine, and I guess we're on the same boat. Except we're not in a boat anymore, and I'm really emo about that. But still, SAS was an amazing experience. I'm so glad that even though we all got corona'd, I got to experience it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wish we could have gotten more of the countries that we were promised and experienced these things like the Great Wall and the Taj Mahal and go to Morocco and all these amazing places I was so excited to go. But in the end of the day, we got to do Hawaii for a day, we got to do Japan, we got to have like double the amount of time in Vietnam, which was amazing. I didn't expect to love Vietnam that much, but it stuck with me. And we got to have even longer in Mauritius than we were supposed to, because you're only supposed to get 1 day in Mauritius, but we got like 5, so that was cool. And we stayed on in Cape Town for an extra like 2 weeks. So I guess everything happens for a reason, and we worked with what we had. So before I went on SAS, I know I had a lot of questions about the program, about the ship, about the amenities, about the ports, and all sorts of things like that that I could not find in any YouTube videos I had looked at. So here I am to make a video about SAS and what to expect when you get on the ship, and about the amenities and what you have to know in order to be successful on the ship. It's not hard to be successful on the ship because like people are cool and everything like that, but it's not a walk in the park either. So I have a handy dandy note card slash construction paper, because I'm 2 years old and I have construction paper full of questions that I know I had and I want to answer for you. All right, so let's start with the biggest one, Wi-Fi. Yes, the ship has Wi-Fi. Is it great Wi-Fi? No. But is it Wi-Fi that'll get you to be able to talk to your parents for a little bit every day, your boyfriend, your friends, whoever? Yes. How does the Wi-Fi work, Sarah? Let me tell you. So basically the Wi-Fi is split up into 2 different Wi-Fis. You have the World Odyssey Wi-Fi and you have SAS Internet Wi-Fi. So World Odyssey is used for all of your coursework. It's unlimited, but it's restricted to only your coursework, to certain pages like Wikipedia, so you can do some research. And also for your C-mail, so you can email whoever you want to as much as you want to, as long as the Wi-Fi works. In SAS Internet, that's the one where you log in with your own semester at sea credentials and you get your 50 megabytes of free Wi-Fi. So something I didn't know about the SAS Internet, which was kind of nice, but also like a tease, I think, you kind of get 2 times, if that makes sense. So like you click a button that says free 7 minutes, so you get 7 minutes of Wi-Fi totally free, even though it takes probably 3 or 4 minutes for it to actually load onto your phone, everything that you're trying to do. And then after you run out of that, you get 50 free megabytes to use for whatever you want to. What I recommend, don't use it on Snapchat, don't use it on Instagram, don't use it on an app that you know sucks up your data. It's hard, you will lose your streaks probably, I know I did, I had an 800-day streak, it's fine. But if you use it on WhatsApp, use WhatsApp, download WhatsApp, and you will have it for a solid hour or 2. At least I did when I used it, and I just turned it on and off like every so often whenever I did have messages coming in, and it lasted me a pretty decently long time. Going off of Wi-Fi into like just phone usage and stuff like that, I brought my phone, which I'm recording on so I can't show you, but it's the iPhone XR and I didn't have any issues with it. Some people did bring different phones, like more old model or something like that, just because they didn't want to lose their good phones. And yes, people lost their phones in port, either being junk or just junk or drunk, you know, but it's fine, you know, we all make our mistakes, we learn from life, we learn from SAS and we grow through SAS, obviously. But if you do bring your good phone, just be responsible with it. You will most likely be fine. Just have a group of people with you and don't keep your phone in a place like your back pockets, because then it will get stolen. Be a savvy traveler. Also with your phone, I have an international phone plan. It's through T-Mobile. It's the One Plus plan, I believe. And I had service in all the countries that we did get to go to. And it was pretty good service too. So, and it wasn't that expensive for me because I have a friend who I'm super grateful for that allowed me to have that service while I was abroad. So that was literally prime. But I definitely recommend having some sort of phone service when you're in port and just having an international plan, because there were people who did just get a SIM card in every point that we went to. And some of them kind of struggled for the first little bit because A, language barrier, B, finding an actual vendor to get your stuff. Some ports, like the port in Vietnam, you could get your SIM card right in the port, which was super nice because there was a little cafe. It was really cute. But other places, not as easy. So it is just easiest to have a phone plan when you get to port, and this way you can have service when you're pulling into port, so you can record and post and everything like you want to do when you get there. Okay, moving on, roommates. That's a big thing. Obviously, I went with my best friend, Eleanor, and we wanted to room together because we can't get enough of each other. Oh well. But so basically, if you are on staff and you're traveling with someone you know, or you happen to find someone in a group chat that you like and you get along with and you want to room with them and they want to room with you, there's a way to request your roommate. It's on the My Voyage portal when you go to the roommate part, and you can type in the name. You have to type in their name exactly, and then your partner types in your name exactly, and then you should be paired into the same room. But I never heard of anyone not getting who they requested. Maybe it happened, but I wasn't aware of that, and I got to be with Eleanor, so we were fine. But you need to make sure that you do that, and you won't know if you got it until when you actually get on the ship, because you don't get an email like you do like with universities that shows you who you're living with. If you are going on SAS alone, which most people do, they go and they don't know anybody, which is super brave, kudos to you, but there are options for you. Like I said, if you meet someone in one of the group chats and you click with them, you can definitely request to live with them. And even if you don't sweat. A lot of people on SAS are in the same boat as you, and they are just as stressed about finding a roommate, especially if you're living in a 3-person. That's kind of a lot of people, and you don't want to have that one person who is, you know, not clean or not sociable or anything like that. So it can be stressful, but I feel like SAS, it definitely attracts a certain audience of students. So I wouldn't really worry much about having a bad roommate per se. Classes. Okay, so I wholeheartedly really enjoyed 4 of my 5 classes on SAS. You're really only supposed to take 4, but if you get a signature from your advisor at your home institution, you can take 15 credits instead of 12 credits. That's 5 classes. So besides global studies, I took international law, I took comparative government and politics, I took feature writing, and I took US and China relations since 1800. Okay, so global studies, it's a drag, but the actual course is really interesting. It just depends on who you get as your lead instructors. My Voyage was super lucky because we had 3 incredible people teach it. These people are just some of the most brilliant and open-minded and just intellectual individuals I've ever met. So a lot of people are probably wondering what global studies is, because when I went into SAS and I went to my first class, I thought it was basically going to be a big overview about the world and the countries we were visiting and what we should know about the countries we're visiting. Spoiler alert, it's not that. So basically, global studies divides the course into 3 topics. One is basically the Earth, environmental science essentially. The second is intercultural communication, and the other one focuses on like economics and capitalism and production around the world. So basically what I'm saying, this class isn't a walk in the park. You need to actually attend the lectures to succeed in the class, to write the papers, which aren't hard. They're mostly about you and your own reflections of the world, so that's pretty easy. But in order to take the tests, the tests are hard. The tests were really, really hard. Oh my god, it was really hard. So definitely make sure you attend classes, go to the review sessions that they have if they are available to you, and take notes. Please just take notes. And don't be afraid to walk up to whoever your professors will be on your voyage and ask them for help, because more than likely that's their job. They want to get to know the students, they want to talk to you, so they will be more than happy to go grab lunch at Lido or Berlin and just sit down and talk with you about their topic, about the course, about you, about anything. Going off of classes, please actually engage with your professors. Your professors are hand-selected. Like, it's pretty rough to become a SAS professor, and these people are selected for a reason. So definitely, like, they're amazing people for the most part. So take advantage of that, because you can get people to like get you letters of recommendation, you get connections, LinkedIn, all sorts of stuff. This is a great place to network. You guys have nothing else to do. Especially if you're out of Wi-Fi, except for network, communicate with people, or just be in your room, or go to the pool bar and eat something. So besides global studies, my 4 classes were all really well structured. They were interesting. My personal favorite is international law. That class actually convinced me to want to go to graduate school for international law, because I was like, I click with this. So here I am. I'm going to hopefully, fingers crossed, be going to graduate school next year for international law in England, please. We'll see, but that would be great. I also took comparative politics, because that's a requirement for my major back at my university, and it was really, really well done. I thought the course was really interesting, and it was supposed to cover more of the countries that we went to, but because we got cut short, it was kind of discombobulated, and it was still really insightful though. And my US-China course was taught by the same professor, Ben. I miss Ben a lot. He was super great. It was super insightful about China, and like, I knew China was a superpower. I knew it had a lot of like global influence in the world, but going back into history and seeing the rise of China and like what happened to put China in the climate that it is now, it was super exciting to see. And it was exciting to learn about while this whole pandemic, which originated in China, was going on. And then there was feature writing. Feature writing. The course itself, interesting stuff. Truly interesting. But I feel like it was too extra. I feel so bad. There's just like a general consensus from my class. It was hard, and we all felt it was unreasonably hard, but like, it's fine, because like, we all obviously made it through. Most of us, I hope, at least passed. But it was a lot of work for a class that I thought wasn't going to be a lot of work. My other classes had workloads, and like, you would think like comparative politics, like, oh my god, so much reading, so much work. I was mostly working on feature writing. So really make sure you check the syllabus, you contact the professors if you have a way to contact the professors, and introduce yourself to them before you get on the ship. And if you really feel like you're not gonna vibe in a class, trust your gut and go to the add drop period within the first week of your voyage, because your gut's probably going to be right, and it's not like you can just withdraw from the class, especially if you're taking 12 credits, because that's just not going to work, because you can't really get into another class because it just doesn't work like that on SAS. So definitely look into it, see how you like your class for the first or second time that you get to go to the class, and make your decision then, because if you're just not feeling it, don't go through with it. Switch into another class that you think you would like better. Overall difficulty level, it depends on the class. The classes that you think are going to be hard might actually be really easy, and the classes that you think are going to be a breeze will actually kick your ass. So just be open-minded and get the vibe, like I said, at the beginning of the class and see where you think it's gonna be. Because like, yes, we are all on a ship. We are living our best lives. We are looking at the ocean instead of paying attention in class. I did that so many times. I'm guilty. But we are still students. We are still taking classes. Are you sailing in the middle of the Indian Ocean? Yeah, you are. But are you still taking classes? Yes, you are. Do you still have homework? Yeah, you most likely do. You will have homework. You will have papers. You will have tests to study for. So yes, you can go lay out on your study days and soak in the sun like I did on pretty much all my study days, but you should also take some time to actually study and to actually do your work, because those study days are there for a reason. Going off of classes and into the structure, it's pretty simple. So basically, your classes will either be on A days or B days. Basically, the way that it'll work is like, let's say you have a Monday, which is A day, Tuesday, which is a B day, Wednesday, which is an A day, then Thursday you get to Port Louis. Let's say we're going to Port Louis and you're there for 4 days, which you probably won't be because that's not how the port works, but for us it worked like that. So you get there Thursday and you come back on Sunday or Monday, it's gonna be a B day. And yes, if you're on the boat on a weekend, you do have class on the weekends because you have to make up pretend that you're in port, so pretend that those are your weekends. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk about the ship store. The ship store, it's pretty cool. The only thing is, if you want some cool sass swag like this, I love this hoodie, it is great, you need to be in line the first day it opens. I made the mistake of going after my global studies, which I had at 10, and the store opened at 10 or 10:30. So I had to wait in a line that was down the hallway. So I waited for like a half an hour to even get into the store. And a lot of the stuff that I wanted was gone. Like, I'm a plus size person, so like I need bigger clothing, and they have a lot of smalls, mediums, and larges in stock, but they don't have many XLs or 2XLs. And a lot of people who don't really need to wear XLs and 2XLs, they go for the XL and 2XLs. Meaning people like me, we don't get the clothes we want, while the people who took the clothes from us have plenty of other options because they are smaller people and they can fit into these other things. So that was a bit of a bummer to see all these girls in oversized sweaters, where I could have gotten that sweater, but I didn't get to because they wanted to have an oversized sweater. So they can't restock. Be considerate, get the size that works for you, and if you really want the oversized sweater, then wait a week or two into the voyage, then go get it. And if it's still available, great. If it's not, at least you got a sweater and you didn't take it from someone else who could have used that sweater. Be a respectful voyager. Thank you. Is the store expensive? Yes. This hoodie, I think solid $45 or $50. But it's really comfy. It's super thick material. I really like it. It's a good color. They had other colors, but I went with this one. I really like it. I'm glad I got it. I also got the biggest joke shirt, the Voyage shirt. Ha! Look at all the countries we didn't get to go to. This is just hilarious. Ha! I am still laughing today. No, I'm not. I also got this shirt. I probably wore this shirt every other day. It's a good brand. Don't know what brand that is, but it's a good brand. Really soft material. Good purchase, probably $25, and the other shirt, the flag shirt, was probably about $20, $25. The store also has other things like basic needs. I didn't think they were gonna have basic needs, but they do. No, you do not have to bring 3 bottles of shampoo with you. If you run out of shampoo, you can either get it in port, a concept, or you could just get it on the ship for a little bit more expensive. So do yourself a favor, pack lighter, pack smarter, and don't bring 3 bottles of shampoo and conditioner and body wash because they do have it on the ship. Along with air freshener, along with tumblers, along with water bottles, but bring your own water bottle. Definitely bring your own water bottle because the water bottles there were not as good quality and they're like 25 bucks. So bring your own water bottle. Okay, so another big concern that I had while on SAS and before I got on SAS was water. How do I get it? What's the deal? Do I have to buy water? No. Bring your own reusable water bottle, as we just said, and there's water stations throughout the ship that you can fill up your water bottle at with fresh water for free. So that's a move. And there's always water and usually a juice option and an iced tea available for you during meals. But yes, the ship has sunscreen, the ship has tanning oil, the ship has aloe vera, the ship has all sorts of skin things that you need. The ship has notebooks, the ship has pencils, but still bring some of that stuff on your own. So this is something you can't get at the store, but it's still something you buy. The pool bar. Oh my god, the pool bar. I was very good friends with the pool bar. I miss my coffee specials. Sass hack, order a coffee special. It's just like Frappuccino. It hits different. It's so good. Oh my god, I miss it. I miss it so much. Grilled cheeses, amazing. I make grilled cheeses now every other day. It's kind of bad because I miss the Sass grilled cheeses. You could get a big, huge plate of fries for $2. That was goals. That was heaven right there. So you might end up spending more money at the pool bar than you do on actual clothes. Because sometimes when you're out there studying, or if you're out there laying out, you just want that mango smoothie. You just want it. Like, you don't make the rules. You just go out and you go talk to the pool bar staff and you ask them for a mango smoothie for $4. So it's okay. We all do it. It's okay. No shame. Kind of going off this, since obviously when you're dealing with the store, or if you're dealing with ship amenities, or if you're dealing with the pool bar, or if you're dealing with dining locations, or literally anything, you're gonna interact with the crew. And the crew, they made my voyage so good. I can name so many crew members that I miss. I am Facebook friends with them. They were amazing people and I miss them a lot, and you should definitely tip them at the end of your voyage, especially if a few of them stood out to you directly rather than just putting it to the pool, because you can tip directly, which is super great. But please remember to treat them with respect, and they will treat you with respect, and get to know them. These people have lived really cool lives, so just when he's making your smoothie, talk to them and you'll get to know them, and they will probably make your smoothie a little bit better than they make other people's smoothies. I guess a general theme of like what I'm saying here is however much you put into Sass, Sass will give back to you tenfold. So invest and it'll invest in you. So this video is longer than I thought it was gonna be, so I'm just going to end that and just say this is part 1. Part 2 will include seasickness, ship amenities, and food and alcohol. So be on the lookout for that one. But hope this gives you some sort of insight into Sass, made you want to do Sass a little bit more, and I hope it just helped you understand that Sass truly is an amazing community full of amazing staff, faculty, crew. Everyone is just so heartwarming and beautiful people inside and out, and I think everyone should experience that truly. So until next time, Sarah out.